Slosberg here, President of Simple Collaborations. Today we're going to talk about a real-world example, one that I am working with right now. About 2 years ago, a client of mine approached me wanting a CRM system. When I talked to the key stakeholders, and particularly the ultimate end users, I found out that they really did not want what they were requesting. In fact, they didn't know what a CRM system purchased from a CRM vendor did. What they were reacting to is what they thought a CRM system was based on the experiences of a few new employees that had used something they called CRM at a previous employer. In addition to mischaracterizing a CRM system, these users really didn't understand the business realities and bigger picture of the company they had joined. Had they bought a CRM system off the shelf as they originally requested, it would have likely failed because it wasn't what they really wanted or needed. Because in the past, people have struggled to build custom systems to address a business's unique problems, they have often turned to packaged solutions that purport to offer best practices like CRM or ERP from package vendors. This client of mine suffered from a dual challenge. Their first challenge is that they are a smaller subsidiary of a large private firm with a long history of established legacy IT and systems that power the overall business without much attention paid to the unique aspects of the individual business units. As a smaller subsidiary, they don't have much control over the core IT systems, and these systems can't be easily or cost-effectively changed. Their second challenge is that what and how they sell their product is, in fact, unique. More importantly, it is quite different from the other larger subsidiaries that have more influence over the core systems. Their unique business requirements simply weren't and essentially couldn't be met by the existing systems. Had they gone to a CRM vendor or one of their implementers, spent the money and tried to implement the system, the project's cost and timeline would have likely spiraled. They would have insisted on extensive customizations to the out-of-the-box capabilities, and would have wrestled with IT realities that were simply out of their direct control. Very likely, the project would have ended with little accomplished and many recriminations. Instead, I worked closely with the entire team from top management down to the actual users in the trenches. In this case, specifically sales teams. What we discovered is that rather than the problems that a CRM system solves for, which can be important and useful, what they really needed was something quite different indeed, and not something that could just be purchased off the shelf. While their legacy systems are not likely to be replaced in my lifetime at least, what the users did need was desktop and mobile device access to key information locked in the 20-plus-year-old ERP systems, whether they were literally in the field, sitting in their offices, or at home. In addition to this, they also needed an improved set of business processes that streamlined the communication of customers' orders into the legacy systems, whether simple or complex. These processes needed to move communications between a salesperson and their sales support staff from unmanaged phone calls, SMS texts, and emails to closely tracked and accurate exchanges of information within these sales teams to ensure rapid throughput, high fidelity, and order accuracy from the customer's request to the product delivered to their doorstep. To solve their specific business challenges, we built a highly customized wrapper around the existing systems that ran on everyone's mobile phones, tablets, and desktop browsers that closely met their specific requirements, and then reconciled those with the more rigid requirements of the legacy core IT and ERP systems. We have released the components of the system incrementally over the past 2 years, which has brought users along, building confidence in the overall usefulness and reliability of the solution. Along the way, we have also solved a myriad of different, discrete, but related challenges. These included educating top management on how to get the most out of a professional, but ultimately shared IT organization, while bolstering the IT capabilities of their own frontline users. In a second example, because of the rigidity of the aging but functional ERP system at the core of the company, we found that years of getting by with inconsistent and often wrong data had encouraged the creation of process workarounds. These process workarounds had, over time, invisibly sucked the productivity out of the organization and yielded poor, inefficient, and sometimes unpleasant outcomes that frustrate employees and customers alike. This has been particularly true as the company has faced both growth and pandemic-related business challenges. As we roll out these new tools, we've been able to closely monitor process improvements with critical KPIs like higher productivity and better accuracy throughout the process, from responses to customer requests out to the product delivery. This specific business challenge, describing our experience digitally empowering sales teams, is not the only solution we offer, however. The process we followed is extensible to other business or organizational challenges. To hear more about how low and no-code solutions could benefit your company, visit our website or YouTube channel to watch the rest of this series.